What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You guys know what time it is. It's tour day, and we've got another special build for you guys in Aubrey, Texas is where this one's at. Let's tell them about it, Brandy.
So for the living, we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot of living, 325 square foot of porch, and then a 575 square foot garage.
So with the garage, initially this was a carport area that we actually converted to garage space. Now they don't have the doors on yet, but it's fully going to be a garage when it's all said and done. On the exterior, we have a black roof and black trim with a light stone panel color on the wall panel. So I think this is a really nice color for presentation. Another thing we could tell you about this build, this is sort of a multi-generational setup. In other words, our clients here, they're the younger generation that's building out next door to like the in-laws, mom and dad. So this is kind of a conjoining of territory, which is kind of cool when it comes to multi-generational. And I know you guys are big fans of that as well, but that's some of the reasons why this is positioned the way it is, because the back kind of faces the front, and this front faces like the back pasture area, which is a nice setup for all of the livestock and the stuff that they have here in the backyard.
One thing I really like on the exterior of this barndo is the awnings that they put over the windows. I love that they did 2 of them. It's symmetrical, and it just looks really nice and really adds to the curb appeal for sure.
So we know you guys are really gonna like this one. This one was actually inspired by our Saddler build, which so many people have really loved that build. But this one's got a new take on our Saddler. It's monitor style. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. Let's get it going. All right, here we are in our living area. I think one thing we could use this as an example, because we're always trying to show what you can do with large spaces, but this is a more reasonably sized.
Yeah, so to put 3 bedrooms into a 1,500 square foot, they've got a lot packed in here with their master suite and all that.
That's exactly the right word, because even though I think it's reasonable. It's not like everything's super crowded. We do have a very standard size fireplace in here. So this could have been condensed, but this is a conventional setup when it comes to fireplaces.
So for the fireplace, we use an Austin stone, and I really like that it's got a lot of the creams and the golden colors, which really plays well with the flooring and the wall colors.
We got some warmer tones going on.
So they did an accessible beige on the wall with a pure white trim, and they did a Malibu French Oak LVP on the flooring throughout.
This is a nice setup. It's great with LVP because you can go into the bedrooms if you'd like. Some of our clients do change up the flooring, but here I think they stayed pretty true to the flooring throughout. We've got the vaulted ceilings that comes front to back, similar to our Saddler build, although the layout's different on this build.
Yeah, they changed a few things up. They added a bedroom, they added a shop, garage area, and some things like that. So
here in the kitchen space, I think you guys can all appreciate that with Texas Best, we always have a pretty nice kitchen setup. When it comes to a Barndominium home, some people think, oh, it's half the cost, half the time, right? That's not really the case. The reason why is because there's really nothing about how we're building a Barndominium home that is lacking from what you would do in a conventional home. It's just the framing is a little bit different. But when it comes to the quality of everything that we're doing here, these are still full custom cabinets. And here we have paneled style door that we're using here, which is a little more traditional.
Yeah, I love the brown tone of the wall. It's a special walnut stain, and they use the black hardware. And so I think that really just ties everything in with the flooring and even these countertops. So my favorite part of this kitchen is this focal centerpiece of this beautiful display of cabinets, the vent hood. I feel like that is such a beautiful accent to add. Right when you walk in, that's like the first thing you notice. The backsplash that they use here is a lunar arabesque, and I really think that it's pretty. It really adds dimension and some decoration to this area. And with the different color grout, I feel like it really calls it out instead of trying to blend it in. So if you've been watching the channel, you'll know that I always leave a set of flowers for our customers on the day of move-in. And these are a real pretty spring floral bouquet that I did. And I love doing a personalized vase for them that they can continue to use from here on out in their beautiful home. So it's a simple design. We've got the dishwasher located right here next to the farm sink. And then we've even got a place for your cookie sheets.
Also, we've got storage on the front side of this, which is the advantage of building a cabinet additional. So you kind of stack 2 rows of cabinets here, making it the 4-foot area, giving you plenty of counter space as well as additional storage off the front, where your knee space will go for the bar stools. Okay, well, this will be one of the first bedrooms that we look at of the 3. And this is facing the back of the property, which is the front of the house. And we've got the double window here, which I think is nice for giving more light in a space like this.
Yeah, so it's 11 by 12 in size. So it's a great size for a kid's room, I think. We got a small closet here to the back of the room, and it adjoins with a pocket door to a bathroom.
Here we have a really nice size vanity with the countertop space, undermount sink. We got the stained cabinets with the matching black hardware that we're doing there. Now the mirrors are not in place yet. The client is going to be providing those here on this particular build. They wanted to choose those out. We've got a 3-bar light that goes up there. Some storage that we're doing up above the toilet. This is ultimately a pretty standard setup when it comes to bathrooms. But there is a lot of room in here, I think. Now, remember, this bathroom is going to be used for guests. It's also going to serve the other bedroom and this bedroom. We have a full walk-in shower here. And this has a really nice 12 by 24. Kind of has a slate look to it. Also, we got a flat stone tile that goes here on the bottom. And we took the tile all the way up like we do in normal fashion. Here they've got a black matte hardware that they're using for the shower head as well as the spray handle next to it.
So right off the kitchen, we have this second guest bedroom, potentially an office, but it's about a 10 by 11 in size. And they've got the same vinyl flooring in here and a nice little closet over here. It's a really nice room with great sunlight, and I love this window looking out to the back.
So this is our primary bedroom. And here this faces our back pasture, which is also the front of the house. But the flow is what we want to talk about when it comes to this particular setup.
Yes, I love the way that everything transitions, it all works together, and it really works best as the primary suite. It just keeps going.
Yeah, so when it comes to maybe a little bit smaller layout, you have to think about function, because that's what's going to be a problem if you really get some things out of order. So here, I think we've got a really good setup when it comes to the plan. So right out of our master bedroom flows to the primary bathroom. So let's go check that out. So this is our primary bathroom. I think it's got a good feel to it. You can see everything pretty much when you come in. You got your floating tub. We got this beautiful glass shower with the tile accent there for the wall. I think that's what's great about having glass around the shower, is now you can visually see all that beautiful tile work. Another thing that's nice about this is taking the tile all the way past the glass and wrapping it around the bathtub. We have a private toilet area back here with a pocket door.
And I know you aren't usually a fan of pocket doors, but in this case, it really does help with the space, because if you've got a door opening out into this main walk area, you're just gonna feel congested.
Even though this is a very large walk-through area.
So they did a double vanity here, but it's all one piece instead of having the separate, but I think that's great. And I think they're gonna come in later with a decorative mirror to put there under those lights.
That's something that our client is sourcing, so they're gonna be adding that. And then as we go from here, it's our custom closet. Let's go check that out.
So for the primary closet, we have a large area. I love this. I think this is great with the island in the center. So you've got your built-in drawers, which really helps on the space in your bedroom, because you don't have to have, you know, all the furniture in there for that. So this is a great space.
That's right. Keep that in mind, guys. When you're trying to do closet design and determine what your space is, You might want to add the drawers to an island or to a special cabinetry piece, because you know, having the extra room is crucial. But I like it for that reason. Like, we actually went in later in our closet and built in some drawers that I took and I used.
Yes. But I do love that fact though, because it just really, it simplifies things and it puts all your clothes in one space instead of going to the bedroom for something and coming to the closet for the other. So I really like that it incorporates it all. And I love this little vanity area over here. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be putting in a mirror here, maybe with some extra lighting, but they've got plugs here for maybe curling irons, makeup, all the things. But this is going to be a great space for her to get ready in the morning. So I'm glad we did a window in here, because I feel like natural light into a closet space is really helpful, because it helps with your lighting, because lighting can be so different. It can be kind of really harsh white light, or it can have the gold yellow tint. So having that natural lighting is really going to help with your closet.
Right. When it comes to design, I think more windows is better. I know it adds cost, but it's definitely something you want to incorporate in. Now, speaking of flow and layout, this is, I think, a more popular way that people are choosing to go when it comes to their layouts. What's great about this is your closet obviously could be shut off, but this still serves as a utility room area. Having the convenience right off your closet, you now have washer and dryer right here.
Yeah, I love that. I wish we had a washer and dryer a lot closer to our closet, but I love the accessibility of it. Like you said, everybody can use it if you need to come from either direction, but having it right off their master is really nice.
And we've got a lot of upper cabinet storage here, as well as lower cabinet and counter space, and a sink here.
Yeah, you definitely got your soaking sink, and then also lots of places to fold your laundry, and then it just keeps going.
I feel like it's like, wait, there's more.
Yeah, you just keep flowing into the next.
Because here we go into this area. This is your mud bench room, drop zone, and we have a full, like, almost pantry-like cabinets over here.
It'll be great for like your brooms and mops and cleaning supplies.
Yeah, that's an ever growing need, right? Like, especially for young family. And then we have the bench area there.
Yeah, where you can sit down, put your shoes on, take your shoes off on your way in and out of this main door. This is the door that leads over to the garage area.
Okay, so heading out onto the back porch. Again, we actually have our clients already did a lot of sod work here.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And the driveway area as well. So a lot of really nice finishing touches on this particular build. And we always tell people that, you know, we can do this type of work as well. It's really a matter of what they want us to do. But here, I think it's just going to be immediately really nice. Now, this is a connecting breezeway between the two structures. Again, this was going to be a carport, but now we converted this to sort of a garage space. You will notice that we don't have spray foam in here because it's all open to the elements. Keeping in mind, this was originally going to be a carport. But now it will be ready for that. They're not going to insulate this until they put their overhead doors in. But this is about a 20 by 30 space is what this is. So just under 600 square foot.
I just like that they connected the two with the breezeway. Like if you're bringing in groceries, you're not having to walk outside. It just connecting the two together is my favorite part.
Okay, well, that concludes our walkthrough tour on this build. We hope that you guys have been inspired by walking through this one and showing you what you can do with a little bit more efficiency size build and having 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I think this is a power pack design. And speaking of, if you guys are interested in a design like this, check out our plan site at bestbarndoplans.com. We have a plan there called the Rosewood plan. Also, you can click a link there, which will take you straight to getting a quote for this design if you're interested. So check it out at bestbarndoplans.com. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we hope you guys will do that because we're constantly sharing new updates, new videos every week. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I'm Josh Helm.
And I'm Brandy Helm.
We're wishing you all the best.
Thanks for watching Texas Best.